We got it. We got it. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome back to the Jahmad Show, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode. Man, it's beat hard. One more time. Man, let me cut it out, man. Shout out to you and yours, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode. As promised, man, I told y'all I would be back. And I am in the flesh just as much as I left. Switched up the PLP a little bit. Shout out to PLP. If you don't know about it, go to plpapparel.net. Once again, that is plpapparel.net. Right there on the screen for if you want to pick you up something nice, man, something comfortable, something that represents something. PLP stands for promoting love and positivity, and that's what we battle on this show, but we keep it real, we keep it authentic. You feel me? I'm big bro, I'm big dog. I'm gonna give you some game, but shout out to you and yours for sure, man. If you want to support the show, all jokes aside, and support it from a positive standpoint, because I'm here giving this game, pointing in the right direction. We growing together. Black people support black people, but not even just black people. People support people. Promote love and positivity. Let's do it. Anywho, quick little shameless plug, if you will. But yeah, man. So if you've already saw the thumbnail, then you would already know that today is going to be, well, this is the second show today, right? So I'm keeping it 1,000 like I said I would, and coming back with something else for you to enjoy. But this, I think, is going to be a really, really interesting take on some of the things I've already talked about, but just diving a little bit deeper on the understanding, if you will, of letting life be what it be. I'm not sure if any one of you are familiar with 19 Keys, but he has a podcast called High Level Conversations, and he's interviewed a lot of different people, and I've heard about him years ago. And you know how it is. You kind of see some people, and I've saw him in a barbershop. I'm a dude got some dope stuff, but I ain't say never. Every blue moon, I would watch like an episode here and there. But recently, I saw him on Joy Taylor's podcast, Too Personal, and I just thought that not only were they having like a really great conversation, but the chemistry between them two was pretty dope. And you know, I'm a sucker for good chemistry between a man and a woman, because I try to preach that, and I can see that, you know. So anyways, I would say that, man, 19 Keys, he gets it. He understands. He don't need my approval. He one of the dudes that just are one of those upper echelon men that understand the game and understand that when you are conscious to that level, and then you have all of the attributes from the status to the look to the aesthetic, but also just being stoic and being yourself, it resonates different with people in general, but also with women. And I just thought that. So anyway, it piqued my interest, and I started doing some research and saw this interview that he was doing with what was her name? I'll put the link in the description. But Raquel, I can't see her last name. Anyways, the link is in the description. But it wasn't so much what she said, it was more about what he said. I want to share that with y'all really quick. And then we're gonna elaborate. Then we can discuss. But it's a certain thing that he said that really resonated. And obviously, if you've seen the thumbnail, it's about forcing life, essentially. So without further ado, let's check out what the good brother 19 Keys had to say.
So if I live in this comfort and in what most people create as boundaries, then I can't make a leap. Because I'm controlling my own growth by being too careful and safe, right? And then I've learned to not be surprised by success, because I learned that the universe responds to frequency, not goals.
It does.
So
that part right there, to me, was a powerful statement. The universe responds to frequency, not goals. Let's continue.
That if I'm surprised, then it's surprise too. Well, I ain't gonna keep surprising your ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you wasn't expecting that to happen? Well, shoot, no. I expect it all to happen. I every single day, if I wake up and I say I'm expecting something amazing to happen, number one, I stop trying so hard, right?
Yep.
And you realize trying is a force, right? And the more force you apply on something, the more force is applied back. So for me now, I'm just letting things flow. It's go happen. Life.
That's a good feeling.
It's hard to let go of that trying, right? Because life should be easy, but not easy in the sense that nothing is going to happen, but it's life.
It's life.
It's easy to understand that things are going to happen.
Now I'm going to stop it right there, because from there, I think we can elaborate upon everything else. Let me get my brother off the screen right here real quick. So let's check it out, man. Podcast mode right now. Life is going to happen. All right? It's inevitable. This is what I need y'all to stop doing. Today's topic. Stop forcing life. Do yourself a favor, because right now you're doing yourself a disjustice or an injustice by forcing things in life to just because you want them to happen. Unfortunately, as you heard the good brother 19 Keys just say, that ain't how this works. If you believe in energy, like we all say it, we all talk about vibes. We all talk about vibes. It's a good vibe. It was a good vibe. It's such a vibe. It's a vibe in here. It's a vibes in here. Some people understand, some people don't, that vibes is short for vibrations. Vibrations are measured in frequencies. I don't know if you knew that. Maybe you did. So when they say the universe responds to frequency and you put off a certain vibe, or that means you're putting off a certain frequency. So if you are constantly negative, that's where you stand. You pissed off. There's everything is bothering you. Life sucks and all that. What do you think you're going to get more of? If you think life sucks, life is going to fucking suck. This ain't rocket science, because that's how you think. But because you think life sucks, I don't think life sucks. I think life is amazing. And guess what? Byproduct, life is amazing. You feel what I'm saying? Life is okay. Life is great. But I believe that though. See, a lot of people will look at someone else's situation and determine that their life has to be better based off of materialistic or status, not realizing that life happens to everybody. No matter your status, no matter your wealth, no matter any of that. No matter your attractiveness, life happens to everybody. It's how you respond to life. It's your outlook on life. It's your internal being about what life is. Now, I'm going to turn this into a dating thing as well, because every aspect of this shit matters. And too many times, we fail to realize that that's how this works. By the way, before we get too far into the episode, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps the channel wonders. All right. But my point of saying that is, in my dating space, in my entrepreneurial chasing space for the podcast, to the space of just trying to be a better man or whatever the case, for me personally, it ain't always been peaches and cream. But see, what I don't do is I don't go on social media and run and tell everybody my damn problems. I'm dealing with a lot of shit, just like you dealing with a lot of shit. Just like somebody else on the street, or somebody else you don't know, or somebody at the top of the chain. Everybody got something going on, whether it's directly impacting them or indirectly. Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a child, a spouse, a mother, a father, a brother, or something, or a sister. You see what I'm saying? Maybe it ain't nothing to do with the family. Maybe it got everything to do with, from a financial standpoint, even if they do got millions of dollars. Maybe somebody trying to come after their business or come after their character or You don't know, man. Maybe they're dealing with some health issue. But you ever been around somebody who constantly is like super, super negative? Like they are like every drop of their blood and bone and every pore in their body is just everything is negative. Every time they talk, they're talking about some level of sickness. Somebody in their family sick, their husband sick, they sick, they gotta have surgery this day, they gotta have surgery. They always living in the hospital, they always got surgery. Not because they doing surgery, because they gotta go get surgery. They got all these type of anxiety, they gotta take all these pills, and they gotta do all this. You don't think that's not normal? You think that you just the outlier, or do you think you actually accepting and speaking these things into your life? I had a disagreement with a coworker of mine and a colleague that I used to work with. I ain't gonna throw nobody under the bus, but we were real close, and we had a disagreement on when it came to the whole. And go check that episode out too, by the way, because they touched on this. But it was talking about mental health and mental illness, and Andrew Tate actually spoke on this before, which I know he's hated for a lot of his views, but I know it can be a real thing. But I think that a lot of people play the victim. Once again, it's easier to not blame life. Or I'm sorry, it's easier to blame life. It's less easier to blame you. Right? It's so easy to say, these are the cards of the hands I was dealt, and I'm at a disadvantage. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't know if you ever heard of Ray Charles, the man who didn't have any eyesight for a majority of his life, who became one of the most famous, talented legends, pianists, singers, or pianists, I should say, singers in our lifetime. Yeah, him. Yeah, he couldn't even see the damn keyboard. I don't know if you ever heard of Stevie Wonder. Same phenomenon. What about Stephen Hawkins? Okay. You get my point. Oh, Rakeem, well, these people were extremely talented. You mean the two men that couldn't see? Yeah, they were talented, of course. They couldn't even see the damn keys. But you complaining and you got all your limbs. You can see clearly, but you stuck in this space talking about you gotta pop pills and everything wrong, and constantly running on social media telling everybody, playing the pity game, looking for an outlet. I'm here to tell you, sorry, nobody's sad for you. Nobody's coming to save you. You better figure it out. Nobody cares. Unfortunately, fortunately, however you want to look at it, nobody gives a fuck. Stop complaining and make something happen. Now, here's the difference. You have positive people that go out, and even with those circumstances that may have not worked out in their favor, you got people that are struggling. They came like, man, do you know the story of LeBron James? Yeah, him. LeBron James, man, came up with a single mother, and they were poor, from Akron, Ohio. LeBron James and his mama supported him, got him not only to the NBA out of high school, but also is arguably one of the, if not the best, player to ever play the games between him, Kobe, and Jordan. That's the argument. This man came from Akron, Ohio. Yeah, he got the height, but he still had to work. You know how many 6'7", 6'8" men I see around that ain't doing shit with their height? The height didn't matter. His circumstances motivated him. It didn't make him fold in. And he had a mother that said, hey, we're going to get out this situation. She believed in him. He believed in him. Now look where he at. You get what I'm saying? Now let's change the subject. Keep the same subject, but let's talk about what the forcing life and acting on the same frequency. Let's talk about dating. Let's bring it back. So y'all don't think I ain't trying to be this motivational speaker. I'm just keeping it real. Let's bring it back to the dating world. Here's the problem, especially with women in the delusional dating space. A lot of women will say that they want a certain type of man, but they are not the type of woman that would attract that type of man. Let me say that again. A lot of women want a certain type of man, but they are not the woman that would attract that type of man. We just talked about how you put frequency out there. The universe reacts to frequency, not goals, not wants. But who are you? Who are you? Nobody gives a damn about what you want. Who are you? I'm sure right now there are beautiful women, even mediocrely, I don't know if I just made that word up, mediocre women that can probably attract a certain type of men, and they are very good at it, and they probably don't have to do it that often because they already got that man, if that's what they want. But see, that's the misconception. Even with men should understand this as well. Men go out there chasing women. You doing a lot of chasing, dog. You don't have to chase. All you got to do is attract. That's why I keep telling men, invest into yourself, become a better version of yourself, and what that's naturally going to do is attract women to you. You don't have to go out there and have game and you got to do all this. No. Be him. Be him. If that's for you, if that's going to the gym, if that's going out making money, if that's reading books, if that's understanding, whatever that is to where you feel you need to better yourself. If that's therapy, which that's here and there, whatever you want to do. But you get my point. Whatever fits and flies your boat to where you are literally taking the time to self-analyze and sit down in a quiet room and just think about and analyze, why am I in this situation? How could I be better? And what's realistically in my grasp that I can work on right now? May not come right now, but I can work on it right now. Yeah, it's going to take time, but when I become this man, I don't have to go out there and look for a woman. I'm going to attract her to me. I ain't got to look for her. She going to come to me. That's a real thing. If you put yourself in position to consist, it spews out of you. Seriously. And if you get women, okay, let's put it like this. Women will get a man or get men and sit there and complain about the type of man that they constantly attract. Well, what is it about you that continues to attract this type of man? That's what you have to really, that shit is real. The law of attraction is real. You have to actually think and be the type of woman that would attract the type of man, not lie. I don't mean manipulate. I don't mean tell him lies. That ain't being, because that will never work. You being somebody that you're not really will never work. Trust me. Men like that, like myself, can see through that shit a mile away. We understand. You ain't finna run that game on us, on him, whatever. See right through that. And if you make some fucked up decision, hey, you gotta live with that. You gotta be real about your situation. Like, who are you for real? They even said in the same podcast, he's not the first person to say this, but you have people, he didn't want to say women because men do it too, but a lot of women do this, right? Have these unrealistic expectations. They want somebody that is far succeeds at the level that they're at, right? From a status standpoint to money standpoint to all this, but then want to be treated as equal, like you on the same page, like you on the same level. You're not. That don't even make fucking sense. And then when you get with these men and you end up getting the result that you get and wondering why he don't want to be with you, is because you were never on his level. You knew that. He knew that. Fun fact for you. This is a real story. I was dealing with this chick and it wasn't nothing serious. She was a fun girl. You know what I mean? And she had stayed over and woke up the next morning. And she said, Rakif, do you think you out of my league? Now I'm being nice. I said, nah. With the quickness. She said, I do. Bro, me and my cousin laugh about that shit all the time. People know, bro. Let's be for real. You know. That's why you obsessed with this nigga. That's why you like him. You like him because you know he out of your league. That's what's intriguing about him. All the other dudes, Barry, leave me alone, Barry. You want Quan. Fuck Barry. You want T-Dog. You feel me? Man, you gotta learn the rules of the game, and you gotta be realistic with yourself. This is part of understanding, though. This is when I say the rules of the game, I mean really truly understanding life to a certain level of consciousness, psychology, and really applying that to everything. Like, you get ahead of the curve when dealing with people, because most people they're not even interested in psychology. They got too much shit going on, at least they tell themselves, to where that does not interest them. They don't see the value in it on how to take what life is, which is nothing but dealing with people, and apply that to everyday life when it comes to jobs, when it comes to sales, when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to dating, when it comes to your children, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to encountering people, random people, when it comes to a social setting. It's all psychology. And the quicker that you understand that, everything is about the way people react, think, and move. And you put yourself in a better and higher level of understanding, the better place you gonna be in life. Listen, I didn't make up the rules. I'm just giving you the game. I've been said this. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Check out the video from 19 Keys. Super, super, super dope. And I keep dropping all these. So if you go to the YouTube, I'm not sure where you start seeing this at. Hopefully you're seeing it on YouTube. If you've seen the whole show, you probably seen it on YouTube, but you might have went to the Facebook and clicked the link, whatever. But if you go to the description, I have all of the links that I post from each one of these videos. So this featured video today, the link is in the description. You can click that. It's over 2 hours long if you got the time. Trust me, I think it's worth it. Really, really great conversation. It just sparks the interest. It just sparks, and you know, take everybody's word for with a grain of salt, even mine, if you're watching this, and then you kind of like, oh, Rakif got a point. Do your own research. That's the whole point of this. It's like really just trying to open up people's mind to understand that, look, you can be better, do better, and there's light at the end of this tunnel, which is life, success, or whatever it is you want to accomplish. But just allow things to happen. Let life do its thing. You'll be surprised. Like he said, when you put force on something, naturally it's gonna push back. That's just how it works. I push down on the table, it ain't just gonna fold underneath. It's gonna give a little resistance. That's what happens when women try to force relationships. When men try to force relationships. Why are you forcing it? Here's the thing I want to talk on real quick before I get out of here. The whole idea of go with the flow has gotten such a bad rep over the years. And I think it's because it's been taken out of context. It's been misused. Whatever. I get it. Go with the flow. That means basically he ain't going to take you serious. And that may be the case. That's why you got to understand psychology. You got to understand who you dealing with. It ain't the word go with the flow that's the red flag. It's you didn't know who the hell you were dealing with to begin with. But everything else in your life, every other healthy relationship that's happened in your life that didn't require romantic or romance, you went with the flow, right? Maybe outside of your parents because there was a certain level of, but when you get to an adult, you choose if you really still want to be there. Your friends or family, whoever you're close to, you chose that. Y'all choosing each other constantly. There was no contract. Maybe an unwritten one, but not really. Like you there because you want to be there. You ain't there because somebody holding you hostage. Everything is just went with the flow. And that's basically what 19 Keys was trying to say. And it's like, when you put a certain energy out there, it's going to give it to you back. You don't have to force it. You just got to be it. You got to believe it. You got to be that. You can't worry about what the world say. I'm trying to tell you right now, I put out my shows and man, I might get 30 views. I might get 4 views. I might get 5 views. Listen, I'm not doing this because y'all got to listen to me. Fuck you. Give a damn you listen to me. This ain't about that. The people that want to hear this gonna hear it. My shit gonna do what it's gonna do. But at the end of the day, this is what I do. And this is who I am. You understand? Rakif is a podcaster. Whether you want to slice and dice it, hope it fail or not, don't fucking matter. You can't stop shit. I control this. And that's how you gotta look at life. Bump what everybody else say. You gotta do you. You gotta do what's best for you. And you gotta continue to say, look, this isn't not, it's this is it. Because what happens is, okay, cool, I got 4 views, boom, shit go viral, I get 400,000 views. All of a sudden I'm supposed to change? Nah, this been me. Do your research. Been big dog. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Welcome here. Have a drink for me. Salud. Give a damn about none of this. I do this for sure. So my point is, man, and shout out to the boy, just stay grounded. Stay where you at. Stay on that path and just be true to who the hell you are. In every aspect. If you going out there dating, be the best version of yourself, but stay true to the core. You know what I mean? They talked about that too. I think sometimes they get misconstrued because some people, when they say, oh, just be who you are, and then if you're a fat slob, then maybe you should change your lifestyle, because that's not going to help you get any damn women. Unless you go out there and get rich, and then even then, she's not with you because you fat and you sloppy. She with you because you're rich. And that's a trade-off, and that's a whole nother discussion. My point is, be the best version of yourself when you're going out here trying to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Be honest with yourself too, and know that it's always room to grow. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever get content and say, oh, I made it. No, this is it. Kobe, I just said it in the last show. Kobe Bryant said this. The work is the success. This is the dream. This is it. I'm doing it. Hey, I won. You know what I'm saying? It's like people only validate it when the money come, but they're like, fuck the money. The money, yeah, okay, cool. That's that's what I do expect. But at the end of the day, so fucking what? It ain't about the money. It's about this. It's about genuinely giving people game so they can go out there and kill this shit, dog. Be better. You feel me? Grow, learn, be the best version that you possibly can be. And when you win and when you have that type of mindset, dog, ain't no way you can fucking lose. Ain't no way. Because you control it. You control your destiny, not that motherfucker. You do. Big ass fly here. I'm gonna have to kill it. You see me keep looking around. The lights are going to expose you. But you get what I'm saying, man. Anyways, I'm gonna leave off on that note. Thank anybody for tuning in to another great episode of the Jamad Show, man. I really, really do appreciate every last view that I get. You know, and we're gonna keep rocking, dog. We're gonna keep rocking. I got some other things I want to tap into. Maybe we'll dive into that tomorrow. I'll see what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Just keep it locked, man. Put the notification on if you are new here or if you've been here before, because I just go live randomly. If you want to catch a live show while I'm doing this, subscribe for sure, and then hit the bell notification when I go live. It'll let you know. Or you can just catch the rebroadcast. Yeah, either way, as long as you get the information, that's all I care about. Of course, man, before we get out of here, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the show. Once again, you have no idea. This right here does wonders for the show and really, really helps this information get out to the people that need to hear it. You understand what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for sure. And of course, you can always go to the Instagram and blow that up as well. And give me a follow. I follow back. Make sure you let me know, Rakif, I followed you. I came from the show, bro. You said you follow back. Make sure I know that, and I will give you a follow back. If you're just a random follower, I probably won't follow you back. But if you let me know, hey, man, I came from the show. I came from the Jamad Show. I watch the YouTube. I got you. I know you're a real one. And, of course, gotta get another shout out to the PLP, man. PLPapparel.net. Go pick you up something nice. This is the maroon set. Earlier, I wore the blue set. This is available right now, PLPapparel.net, in all different sizes. I think from extra small to like double XL or triple XL, something like that. But yeah, go check it out right now. PLPapparel.net. If you want to support the show, this is the way to do it. And just something fly. I know it's summertime, man, but you know, I'm in California at night. It get cool. When you in the house, you know, unless you keep the 10 or L, it can be a little chilly. It can be cool, and it's just comfortable to wear. I don't even wear no shirt underneath this. You feel me? It's just comfortable to wear. So shout out to PLPapparel.net, man. Also, if you really want to support this show in a different way, you can also go to thejamadshow.com. At the bottom right here, thejamadshow.com. Man, pick some merch up. We got mugs, glasses, hats, once again, sweatshirts, jackets, the whole nine. You know, there's a whole gamut of different merch on there that will help support this and for a good cause. Once again, PLP stands for Promote Love and Positivity. If you look at the Jamad Show merch, it has the Love Peace drip that should be in the corner on the YouTube. So, yeah, check that out, man. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, man, we're going to keep doing this. You know the drill. Stay blessed. Love. Peace.